Alright, back into it. Looks like it respawned me back into the gun house, so I lost server connection before that. Whenever you log back in, generally in the house that you're in, there's not going to be any loot. But what it does is it refreshes the entire area. So your house will not have loot because, you know, they don't want you to just... And that's during a restart. I mean, when you server jump, yeah, it's different. You can find loot if you just keep logging into houses. You generally don't want to, so that shovel right there, that's really good. Shovel, definitely better than sharpened stick. So as that sharpened stick is right there, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna put that in the quick slot over the sharpened stick. So now, if you watch this, shovel's there, sticks on my back. So if you have a melee weapon that will not fit in your inventory, what you want to do is you want to equip one to the hotbar or even both, and it'll swap back and forth between them while placing the other one on your back. This way you essentially will carry double the amount of melee weapons as you can. Ambient trees, fruit trees spawn fruit. I mean, it's as simple as I can put it. Always close doors behind you when you both enter and leave a building. In my opinion, it's the smartest thing to do. I know I didn't do it during the last bit right there where I did the first run through. I wasn't really thinking about it. But you don't want a player to initially go on alert because the doors are all open. That's not a good thing. When doors are wide open, players will inevitably take caution or they will avoid an area entirely. I couldn't jump that fence. I did last time. So if a player is going to avoid the area, you're not going to see the action that you're wanting. If they're going to come charging in with a gun ready to fight, it's also not what you want. Thought I just heard a zombie. So like I said, doors open out. Also, if you close the doors behind you, they then have to open the door, which makes a lot of noise. All doors make the same noise. That little squeak that basically, you know, and the slam if you close them. That's just the sound the doors all make. Oh, that door actually opens in. So yeah, most of them open out. Some of them open in, I guess. So let's see. Choose placement. I don't know what they're asking about that. Oh shit. So I didn't even pay attention, but so because the shovel doesn't have room, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that. I'm going to take this into my hand. That's a little weird. Okay. Generally, I don't know if you could put away a half a soda. I've never actually attempted it. Just drink the whole damn thing if you're gonna drink a soda. Pears will also give you food or give you water. When you eat, obviously it's got juice in it, same thing. Different foods give you different amounts of water. If you eat canned bread, if that's even in the game right now, it will take away water versus giving it to you. So you need to take that into account. Also, this game, what I've noticed is that if you're going to play this game, play using claw, the claw grip where you have your index finger hovering over the buttons, because other than that, you're just going to be handicapping yourself because you need to be able to quickly do things. I don't need that piece of paper. So I'm going to put that back in my inventory. I'm going to put that in my inventory. I did have room in the hiking pants. Paper is good for making... So you got 20 slots in my hoodie. So here's a good thing. So what you're going to want to do is, instead of just taking the pea coat like an idiot like I just did, you want to drop that. So you're going to want to hold, move, and you're going to want to transfer everything to the pea coat. Because you're going to be putting the pea coat on. I know it's red, I know it, but it's got more inventory slots. This is a little bit of a slow process, but you can make it quicker once you figure out everything. So, equipped. It's not going to let me just equip it. It's going to make me actually drop the hoodie. So then I'm going to equip that. Going to go put that in my inventory. I'm going to grab my handy dandy rock. And I'm going to cut that bad boy into rags. Like I said, rags, 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 rags. You can also tie people up with rope. So when you craft rags, your best bet is to use them as best as you can. You can also carry an extra rag by creating it into a ball gag, I believe. Let's see. Nope, you can't do it in this one. Looks like that's a little bit next level. It's currently in the patch on the computer, but it's not currently with this. All right, so here's another thing I'm going to show you. Crafting a fire. There's many different ways to craft a fire. All right. First you're going to make a fireplace. This paper on the floor, easiest example for me to show you. So now there's paper on the floor, there's short sticks. Put that back in my inventory. I'm going to grab the sticks, craft fireplace. Paper, a single rag, piece of bark, sticks, things like that, you can make a fireplace. Fireplace, you're then going to, you want to take that into your hands. All right. Take it to hands, put them other short sticks in your inventory, and you can place that fireplace right into the fireplace, okay? Then it brings up the more options to show you where it is. You're going to take them sticks in your hand, you're going to go over to the fuel, and you're going to just pile them in. So that's how you are going to do it. So you combine all your little short sticks. Road flares can be used to light a fire, but then the flare is going to be going as well. So what you should do, instead of doing that with the road flare, there's trees everywhere. Big ass tree right here. So I'm going to run around. I'm going to get to where I can get within a few feet of it. Take out my knife and I'm going to trim some bark. Okay? Cut off bark. It's going to give you a piece of bark. Alright, put that in my inventory. Go over to a bush. If I can find a bush in this darkness. Alright, here's another thing. This is going to be a little sketchy. I'll tell you right now. Put this in your hands. You're going to crack it. Okay? In order so you don't have to hold it in your hands, you're going to take the glow stick and you're going to put it. Oh, that's a fish hook. Oh, it doesn't give you the hotkey. Okay, so on the computer, there's a slot for you to actually use your glow stick attached to your backpack. So here's a bush right here. So the glow stick's in my inventory right now. So that's why it's not. That's why it's not actually glowing, because I got it shoved away. They don't last. They last for an hour. So now I got short sticks. Take this back into my hand. So since I'm showing you a fire, I'm going to show you everything about the fire. So close doors behind you. All doors. Lockpicks are very important. I don't know. So I'm gonna put this away right now. I don't want to be broadcasting too much light. So you want to go over to put this in your hands, and then you want to hit combine. You want to make a drill kit. This is going to be one of the most important tools, because you can make fire with the hand drill kit. Okay? Take the hand drill kit into your hand. And you ignite. Now, I'm doing a lot of things I wouldn't normally do, like making a fire this early and things like that. I mean, the light that it broadcasts is incredible. It also gives you the heat and everything like that. You could then take all these into your hands, and what you can do is on the fire, you can add more fuel. So the fire generally takes logs, okay? Generally, you want to put actual logs into it, but you're not going to be able to stay undercover, and you're not going to be able to harvest logs without an axe. You can't do it with a shovel and things like that. So if you watch the little circle, it's going to show you how long each bit of fuel takes to dissipate. So the sticks are going to last a pretty good amount of time. I believe that's for that anyway. Let me see. No, that's just never mind. That isn't what I thought it was. That's not going to last that long. So really what the sticks, what it does is it just shows you how full it is. So you can fit 5 sticks would be full. And the same thing it'll do with logs. So I was mistaken on that one. So put the tater in your hands. There's no cooking implement in there. If I had the long stick still, I'd be able to roast this potato. But for right now, there's no point. Now the real thing is, how much can you see outside? Let's go outside and see. Close doors behind you. So this fire right here is a beacon for everybody to see. See it through the windows. You'll be able to see it through open doors. Zombies are not attracted to fires. You can also see smoke coming from the chimney. So zombies are not attracted to fires. Players are. So So that's what you need to think about when you decide you're going to make a fire. Sometimes if you're doing it just for the warmth, that's fine. But you got to remember, you're going to keep your freaking head down. You keep your head down when you decide to make a fire. Oh, you can actually bury the fire and I can put it out. I don't know what I'm digging up. Apparently I'm throwing the floor on the fucking thing. Cannot bury ashes, there are still items in it. Okay. So usually when I'm doing a fire, I'll hide in the darker portion of it. Stay out of the light. Because you really don't want to be caught with your pants down. It's inventory system. So that takes up 20. And you can't, so let's see. Because you can store things in it, but I'm kind of wondering how the hell you look in it while it's in your inventory. Oh, alright, let me see this. Okay. Is there another dry stack one? Nope, that's the one we have. Roll that back. So with this way, you can look in to see what's in it there. Anything that you don't want to be made wet to ruin it, put in the dry sack. But if you don't have anything that, you know, can get ruined by water, basically you want to put matches in it, things of that nature, things that if they get wet will be ruined or useless. That's just the easiest thing to do. You're going to store things that need to stay dry in your dry sack. And that's a rare item to even find. So, let's see. Okay, so fire just went out. So there's still going to be coals in there. You can reignite the fireplace. Because it's got coals, he'll just blow on it. But right now, you know, there's no point to do that. So moving around at night is not as scary of a prospect. It's harder to see, like, unless you really adjust your TV's brightness, which I don't. I want it to be as close to the game experience as possible. But what you can do, obviously, you put that in your hand. You can run around like an idiot with a friggin' glow stick, or you can use it as like a distraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run out to where the road intersects, and I'm going to drop the fucking thing. Okay, it looks like there's no... So now the glow stick's on the ground right there. So I got another gun house. When you don't know what's around you, your best bet is to use your inventory as the way of searching. Right there, leather kit. There you go. Leather sewing kits are pretty important when it comes to making endgame stuff. So nights in these games are absolutely brutal. Oh wait, this isn't a gun house. No, this is just a log cabin. Yep. So these are also great houses to find weapons in. We got a fireplace that's right here. Barely see it because it's so dark. But this is the easiest way to search at night. Most people just server hop when it becomes nighttime, because nighttime lasts, you know, a nighttime. Generally, it's accelerated time. Unless you have a watch in the game, you can't tell what time of night it is. So you always got to be wary of that. There are moons. You know, you can follow the moon to see about what time it is. Obviously, street lights aren't going to work because there's no power. You always want to keep a weapon out. You don't know if you're going to encounter a person or a zombie at night. They did increase the ambient noise of shuffling. So like when you're turning. So that's a little crazy. Really loud. You don't want to make that. Lay down. It's a little less pronounced. Turning slowly doesn't really matter because you're going to make the noise as many times as it takes your body to reposition. So even though it sounds very loud in your ears, it's very dampened to an enemy. So don't worry too much about all the noise that you're making. Well, yeah, obviously worry about the noise you're making, but don't worry about the noise you're making by pivoting. Enemies are going to be making the same noise. Most of them are going to be sprinting. New players tend to do one of two things. They sprint around everywhere, or they hunker down. All houses have ambient noise. It's meant to creep you out. You know, it's meant to keep you on edge. See, it's like completely pointless. So what do we got here? Tracksuit pants. So the same thing we want to do. Take out our knife. I guess we'll put away our shovel. I don't know why it's not allowing it to hot switch. It should. Where are these things? There. You always want to check the inventory of the item before you cut it up though, because some of them might contain things that you don't want to just rip up. I wonder if move will combine it for me. I'm going to hold. It does not. Okay. Yeah, see, this is, the house is making all these crazy, creepy noises, but there's literally nothing to be afraid of in the houses. So zombies don't spawn in the houses. In the computer, rarely, but they do spawn on the roofs, and they're bugged out, so you can't interact with them. Sometimes they'll bug out halfway into the ground. So it's just, you know, it is what it is. So certain houses are worth looting. Certain houses are not worth looting. You know what? I'm gonna check to see some of the controls to see if there is just voice spewing out of my mouth right now. Let's see. Movement. No. No weapons and actions. Hold to talk. Okay. So you have to actually hold the down the D-pad to talk. So right now I'm talking. Okay. That's good. At least now I know. Um, you don't want to just go screaming a lot. So you can see percentages of what's remaining. So raw is less appealing than cooked, obviously. But what you gotta do, you know, is just eat what you gotta eat. Now watch, both my drink and my food are gonna go up because plums have a lot of juice in them. You're gonna want to keep yourself in a hydrated and fed state. What that does is it makes your health regenerate. I don't recommend eating a raw potato. It's disgusting. But you know what? This guy's gonna do what he's gonna do to survive, man. PET bottles, you're gonna want to fill them at wells, not really at ponds. I don't know if charcoal tabs or water purification tablets are in the game. They're, you know, important because if you don't use them, you can get sick from the water. So basically just don't eat. You can use road flares in order to light fires. I don't know why they got rid of throwing. You used to be able to throw every object. I'm going to actually check to see if there's a way to throw. Movement, weapons and actions. Drop item, interact, reload. Heavy attack, no. Yeah, so for some reason, press to max or minimize container. I wonder if that'll work with the bag. Let's see. Nope. Nope. It will not let me. So those things can only be manipulated while in your hands or on the floor. What I would do is, if you're going to carry a dry bag, I would put as many items in it that you want to keep dry as you can. So put that in your hand. Let's see, can I put it in the dry bag? Yes, I can. But then you're going to want to set a quick connect to those items that are in your dry bag, especially rags. Rags are very important, so I'm going to put them on the bottom. I don't want the dry sack. Okay, that's weird. Well, let me try this. I'm going to move that into my pea coat. I'm going to then, there we go. And then I'm going to move them back into the dry sack. So now I can still gain access to the rags. So, is it got the shovel out or my fist? Wait, why does it seem as I'm zoomed in? Oh, because I hold the dry bag in my fucking hands. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So the game, I don't know why it's giving me options to dig up worms right now. So I don't believe there's fishing in this game yet in the current build. But when there is, obviously, you know, the boonie hat and things like that will be a lot more useful because you can store a fishing hook in it as an inventory spot. Wow, I'm getting some. These are logging in. Maybe it lags before it transitions back to day. So it's kind of like hunting. You want to move a little bit, you want to stop and listen. Is that still my glow stick? It says somebody else's glow stick. I think that's mine. So this is the gun house. I don't know if I've already been in this one. I mean, it's dark. I might be running in circles. So, according to... Oh, there she is. Look, that's what you want. That right there, you're going to want to wear every time. That's the motorcycle helmet. So you drop that bad boy. You want this on your head, so you're going to equip it. That's going to save your ass from being knocked out. Generally, you smack somebody in the head with a shovel, crowbar, baseball bat, anything like that, you're going to knock them out. So your best bet, your absolute best bet is to have a motorcycle helmet on at the very least. Hard hat, construction hard hat will work for certain amounts of blows. These are typically better. So, canvas pants, things like this too. So your stone knights, my knife is ruined. No point in keeping it. Obviously, anything that's ruined cannot be fixed. If it's badly damaged, it can be repaired with duct tape, things like that. Knives can be sharpened with a sharpening stone. I could not tell you in this current build of the game if sharpening stones are in it yet. I know they're in it on the computer. I don't know if they're in it in the PlayStation. So as you can see, it looks like it's getting a little bit brighter, but the day and night cycles, I don't know how long they are in this game. So, oh, another thing is, if you ready your weapon to attack, your character will stand up. He cannot attack from a crouch position or a prone position. You can focus your eyes from a prone. Oh my god, you can literally wiggle and do little wiggle attacks. But you can't do a full-blown attack from crouch. But you can do a little ankle spanker, I guess, from prone. That's weird. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up right here for the part 2, and we'll go from there.